Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're with us this morning. Got a special show lined up with some special guests here. But first, let's take a look at our weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard and a hard-working crew up in Southport, taking care of our everyday comfort needs. We're looking at a high of 85 and a low of 65. And water temperature still 77 degrees. It's even out the last couple of weeks now at 77. Let's take a look at our river reading brought to us by Mountain Dew. Get out and do. Take a look at the Apalachicola Bluntstown. This reading of 6.4 this morning. It's in good shape for the weekend. And the Choctaw at Caryville, 4.6. And both of them are steady for the weekend. So it looks really good for something. The full moon's going to be Monday night. So if you want to fish right before the full moon of May, now's the time to do it. Take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn right here on 23rd Street. One word, neap. We hit neap tides right now. They're going to pick up in a day or two, but not much tidal flow. And the wind, for the first time in 30 plus shows, the wind is below double figures. It's going to be coming in at 9 miles an hour. The first time, seriously, I've checked it. It's been like 30-something shows, it's been in double figures. But it's coming in at 9 out of the northeast. All right, we're going to take a break, come back with our guest. All right, welcome back, and look who's here this morning. Bill brought his better half, Miss Donna. Welcome to the show.
I'm glad to be here.
I always hear them talking before. They're getting, I don't know who's giving whose instructions, but it's...
You know who's giving who instructions.
They've got some cool things to talk about. I was just going to sit on the side, but they want me to jump in here. But listen, tell us about this story you're going to be talking about. What happened?
Well, you and I talk about this all the time. When you're here, and you're outside, getting outside and in nature and whatever, and things happen and crazy things happen. So the weekend before last, we were staying down at this gorgeous Cape House and went down to the beach and, took our firewood and dinner and that kind of thing. And there were people set up fishing, and Don and I, took a little stroll down the beach.
This is a good getaway.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Yeah.
So we just, it's Mexico Beach. You can have a fire on the beach. We took our dinner down there. We took our chairs. And so we talked to a couple of people, and anybody that's got rods out fishing, you talk to them, most of them, 99% of them are great people, And so there was this one tent that Don and I noticed, and they obviously were not pompano fishing because they had like big pin senators. So we stumbled our way into the middle of a shark tournament that was going on for the whole weekend, and guy's name was Dale from Tifton, Georgia. He's the one that's putting it on, but let Donna talk about the tournament a little bit, and they were fishing, the areas they were fishing in and stuff. But we wound up with the live show, watched them catch 2 sharks. We got a little video as good as my video ever is.
So that was y'all had an entertaining evening.
Yeah, we had a waterfront live show.
You had your fire going, and then you had the sunset.
Oh yeah, it was gorgeous.
Really gorgeous, yeah.
Well, you got some pictures here of this.
Yeah, well, I just took a couple of pictures from the beach, just how pretty it turned out. But Donnie, you want to talk about how they were running the tournament and this kind of thing?
Yeah, it's called the Forgotten Coast Shark Tournament, and they do it every year around April. They try to do it to where they're not anywhere during May 1st because that's turtle season. And because they're on the beach, they're being very respectful of not attracting the turtles to the lights and things like that. So this guy's from Tifton, Georgia. They were characters. They were so sweet. And so it just looked like so much fun. And so, as Bill and I will do, we just go up and start talking to people. So what they do is it's $200 to get in for the biggest shark. And if you have less than 9 teams, then the person who wins that gets the whole pot. So all of the money. And then if you get the biggest shark, the most sharks, you pay $50. And if you're the one to win that, then you get all of that money. If he has more than 9 teams, then they split it. through the teams, and they have first, second, and third place. It was really, I had never seen a live shark being brought on water. And I had never really, in my mind, I couldn't figure out a shark tournament. How do they do that? And it was exciting, and it was very interesting. They went all the way from St. George Island to the Cape, and we saw 3 different teams that were in it on the Cape. One was at the stump hole, one was when the rocks go like this and at the end of the stump hole over here. Well, one was there, and then where we were, right out, in front of it. So it was just very exciting.
They had 6 teams total for this.
They did.
And they're pretty well concentrated in that area there where the sharks are. I mean,
I wouldn't go swimming at dusk. I just say I wouldn't go swimming at dusk. We saw a lot of tourists coming up, other tourists coming up and talking, and especially when the sharks would come on. And this one little boy he was so excited. He said, "That's out there?" And I said, "Yeah. Don't ever swim at dusk.
Yeah.
This is your clue. Everybody, don't swim at dusk. This is when they feed. So." He was, "Well, I'm afraid to go out there." I said, "You don't need to be afraid to go out there right now. You just, in the daytime, but don't do it at dusk." So
they had teams from, people from all over the place. And on Dale's team, the guy that put it on, there was a guy from New Orleans there. There were some people from up north, and so we see it on some of this video where I'm kind of interviewing them doing this. But they were fishing round the clock.
I was going to say, we started from sundown. What was the time in that area?
As far as we could tell, well, they had a meeting like at noon on Friday.
They had a meeting at noon on Friday, and all the teams came together. And one of the things they decided to do is something called the special item. So you'll see it on the video. But they had to have, at that meeting, they decided what the special item is. And you have to show it when you're videoing, because it's catch and release. That's the other thing we didn't say, but it's catch and release. So in the video that you'll see, they're showing this, monster can.
Monster drink can.
And
it had to be in the picture when you were there.
Is that what you tell?
When you did when you were bringing the shark in, you had to show it, and they were measuring it and doing some of that's for research too, is what he said, because they use that. So it was exciting.
Cool. Okay, we're going to take a break and come back with some great pictures. You're going to love these pictures. So let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Here with Bill and Donna talking about their big adventure on Cape San Blas last weekend and weekend before last, and shark adventure. There they are trying to have a peaceful, quiet get away and look around, the sharks jumping all over the place. Well, first of all,
at 6:05, 6:10 is when they hooked up the first one.
Okay.
And then about an hour and a half later, they caught their second one while we were still out there.
Wow. And what kind were they, Donna?
They were bull sharks, and they caught 2 that night. Do we have video of both of them?
No, we don't have time
just
to
the
show.
one.
Just
Okay.
got the first
so they
one.
caught 2 at night, and then the next morning we went by, and I went down to talk to them because I was so interested in how many did you catch? What'd you do? And they had caught 2 more that morning, and they were all bull sharks. The first one was
7'2".
Yeah.
And the second one was 6 feet. 6'2", something like that. But if for those of you who've never shark fished before, Dale had a kayak out there.
Yeah.
And they were fishing with stingray, and they had some
Big bait.
They had some fish, half fish and things like that. So he's paddling out, dropping it. Probably had one just around where the second sand, maybe 100 yards out. And then he went out one time. I didn't know if he was coming back or not. He was way out there when he set it out, but that's how they were, they were setting the baits, of course. There's no other way to do it.
Yeah, because you can't throw them, so you got to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's what they, go ahead and set it up. I think, let's see, is it on the monitor okay now, Jeff? Okay, so what we're going to do, you always get the rookie to take the paddle it out.
Well, he was the guy that did it. I questioned a couple of those guys on the ones who were, cutting the hook out and measuring him if they were the low men on the totem pole.
All right, so Bill did they did a 6-minute video, around 6 minutes?
Yeah.
So are you ready?
Well, I'm as ready as y'all know how great
Okay,
I am
yeah,
with video.
let's see. All right, here we go.
Sound.
Here we go. Okay. I'll keep it going.
Okay, now I got this right for Jeff, but there's a fishing tournament, there's a tournament this weekend, and this is a team out here set up on the Cape that is right across from Winston's house. We're down here for the weekend. It's 5 minutes after 6 and they just hooked up. Got several rods out. Okay, tell me that again. Hey, what's your name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. And you guys are from Georgia?
No, well, I'm from Illinois. Dale's from Georgia. He hosts the tournament, and he has a team called the Forgotten Coast Sharkers.
Okay, cool. And this is all
And
this is a catch and release, right?
Yes,
You got
yes.
a measurement on
Yep,
that?
yep. Tag and release program. This guy right here is Poobie is on the team, and Dino, they're from New Orleans. Jim's over here from Navarre,
Cool.
and that's his wife.
Hey.
Hi, Lori.
Hey, Lori, how are you?
We're from Illinois.
Okay, I'm going to tell you guys how to watch this show on YouTube.
Okay.
We're going to be here for the weekend, so
A little bit of lull here. They did coordinate this with the FWC for the rules, you know, for the release. So these guys knew what they were doing. They had bolt cutters. They, you know, kept the shark
oh yeah.
in plenty of water.
You look
And
carefully, you can
they,
see,
they cut the hook
maybe
out.
not,
Of course,
there's
you
a
know,
fin
anything
coming up
left
every now and then.
out. But yeah, I'm not the editor in the world. We're lucky we even got, you know, this much video. But, they were starting to attract a crowd at this point. You know.
And the guy reeling in, that's
They
the,
got several
he's
lines
the one
out,
who does the tournament, and that's the,
and
But
they got 6 lines out. What do you got? Bonita or what do you fish? Stingray. Okay. All right. Cool. So this is the brave guy that's going to measure this fish. And there's Donna in the distance, but
what I found interesting is he put a harness on, but he put it down not
you
at
can
the
see the
tail
leader.
rail,
I can see the
but
leader
down
coming
here
up.
to reel it in. It was really coming.
He's
Really.
he's staying in there. He's staying down pretty good, but oh yeah, just on the break. That looks like a lemon, if I had to guess. That's an early guess. We'll see.
It was an early guess. Once I saw it, I could tell what it was.
And you can see a little threshing going on out there. I could be wrong about the lemon. I couldn't see them from way out there, but they are. Oh, that's pretty nice. This is great.
So the guy in the pink hat has the special item. And he's out there holding
This is
his
the guys that are going to measure this shark.
He wanted to make sure to get
That's
in that
not a
video. He
job I
held it all
want,
the time.
but okay.
There it is. See this? How the red
And I was
is?
just talking to this
That's
guy, and he
different.
said they were hoping to.
Yeah.
What's your name? Tell me again.
Dale.
Dale, that's right. Dale is the one that put this tournament on, and he is the one strapped in. And right now, I'd rather be doing your job than be out there measuring this thing. All right, they're fishing a stingray. So this, I don't know if you have to be the low man on the totem pole to measure this thing or not, but that is not a thresher. That could be a bull.
Look at that.
And that is a nice fish right there,
I
guys.
want to see that when I'm swimming.
That is a nice fish. All right, guys. How you get the job of measuring, but it's probably not the one you want. They're gonna tail hook him, hopefully. And again, we are on the Cape. All right.
Get him in the water, guys.
Get him in the water, son.
Get him in the water, son, guys.
See the monster?
All right, the measure's got to be the tricky part here.
Picture.
Okay.
While he's measuring.
Get him, grab his tail, guys.
That's why he's holding it. Cause I can figure out, why are you holding a monster can? Why don't you have both your hands free?
So that's what he was going to do, hold the can there.
Yeah, when they measured, he was
Yeah,
holding
and I
the
got
can.
a little video of the release to show that they put him back,
Okay.
you know, carefully. But
That's
yeah.
a great video. Okay, we're going to take a quick break and we'll come right back. Okay, welcome back. Bill and Donna here this morning on a great adventure. Before we get back with them, let's take a look at our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. We're looking at this morning, 8:45 to 10:45. This afternoon, late, about 9:08 to 11:08. So, okay, so that was a great video. They got the shark in, they got it measured, so what was next?
Well, I've got just a couple short ones here showing the release where, and they really handled this thing extremely well. They didn't damage this shark in any kind of way. They had the bolt cutters ready. They took the hook out of it, and they got him safely back out. So
Okay.
let me run that, try to run that.
Hey, that's a brave man right there.
Still in good shape.
It's usually not that.
This shark's pretty tired.
7 foot. That's a decent shot.
Still.
Congratulations, Jim.
That's a tired crew right there.
Congratulations, Jim. Hey, come here. I got an outdoor show. What's your name?
You know, New Orleans.
All
Yeah.
right, man. One of my favorite places.
That's what's up.
All right, Dale, talk to me. All right, this is you're putting on this tournament.
Yes, sir.
As far as we know, this is the first shark. I
Yep.
mean, it's only 6'15". That was pretty nice. It's 7'2",
Yeah. 2 inches.
7 feet 2 inches. Well, that is cool.
Shark.
That is very cool. This was good timing. Did you volunteer to be one of the release guys?
Man, I'll do whatever it takes to win, man.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Great guy. I mean, you know, just a lot of fun. And then let's show Dale real quick here.
Okay. You just tell me what you just were telling me now about.
I have another tournament, which is a nationwide tournament. It takes place throughout the nation, and it happens around September to October. And we actually work with the LWC here in the state of Florida, and we help them provide the rules for the land-based shark fishing community.
Well, that's fantastic, man. That's great. How do people find out about your tournament?
Facebook.
How do you look it up?
The Forgotten Coast Shark Tournament.
Forgotten Coast Shark.
Yes, sir.
All right, fantastic. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
You gonna be out here all night?
All weekend.
I mean, you're staying all night
yeah,
though. You gonna
yep.
work in shifts.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right.
Now, next year, the weekend that they've chosen is the last weekend in April
Okay.
for the 2023. And that they're doing that in respect of the turtles because turtle season
Yeah, and
starts
I
May
think
1st.
he's got one in the fall that he's planning on.
Okay.
But you can get on Facebook and
Yeah.
find it.
Tell him to touch base with us and we'll talk about it on the show.
I did,
Yeah, okay,
and he
very
knows
good.
how to get in touch with you now, and
Yeah.
I've let these guys know. So yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. And what good fun and everybody wins. The
You know,
shark people won.
if you get outside, you go. All kind of things can happen. You
Yeah.
know, we're just going down to the beach for dinner and have the fire, and then like I said, we got a floor show.
And boom, you get a show off of it.
Yeah.
That happens, it happens, Don and I do, it happens to us all the time, something, we get into all kind of adventures, but
Adventures, we call them adventures.
well, whatever they are. I'm not sure adventures is the right word, but
Well, now, we, Donna, our couples all get together in late summer for a scholarship trip and all.
Yes.
We might have to put some shark fishing and get Greg and Bill to do
No, we are not shark fishing while we're scalloping. Y'all know.
I didn't have a moment of self-indulgence. I got one more picture there, Jeff.
Oh, cool.
Saturday night, this Saturday night, and that's Greg, Brudnick, and Lynn, of course, that celebrated with us, but it was our 39th wedding anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Somehow, she has put up with me for 39 years, and I tell people, I've known her for 45 probably, and she's only really made one bad decision in that whole time. And I happen to be the recipient of that bad decision, but...
Well, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
We're proud to
Thank
call
you.
y'all friends, and it's just, we just have a great time with it. We run out of time. See, you got to come back on. Well,
But we always talk about get outside, go do something.
Yeah.
Something like, tell them what you're gonna run into. And we talk to the nicest people out there. Got people pompano fishing from all over the
Yeah,
place.
that's
Minnesota, great guys.
Thank y'all for coming on. Thank y'all for watching Panhandle Outdoors. Do something good today for your fellow man. Have a great day. Enjoy the outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.